Enough Spurs, Nedum. What about some cricket?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this on Thursday night. So tonight, as we're recording the show, Chelsea host Manchester City. How do you see this one going?
As a supporter of Man City, I'm a bit nervous.
Really?
Yeah.
Chelsea have won 1 in 7 in the Premier League.
Yeah, and that's why. That's why.
Really? Okay.
You know, when you think about some like really big teams that struggle, they're not going to struggle forever, and they're always that one big result away from something kicking on. And I do have a sort of worry about Chelsea, not because they're playing that well, but the fact that they're at home, the fact that for them they can enter the game at home as an underdog and play to that standard. And I think some fans get right behind those sorts of moments because being dominant is great, but sometimes, you know, something within us wants to see our team just like battle out and grind a result when they're not the favourite. But in the same breath, you know, I could see Chelsea maybe winning 1-0, but I would not be surprised if City won by a few.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like if they click, because say the game against Everton when they drew 1-1. Don't get me wrong, it's a bad result relatively speaking for City because Arsenal pulled away just that little bit. But you look back and say it's probably not a million miles away from the Argentina-Saudi Arabia game in the World Cup. Everton had 2 shots on goal.
Yeah.
They scored with 1. They took a point, you know, and they defended well. But that game probably doesn't happen 9 times out of 10.
No, that's for sure.
You know what I mean? So for City, if they can find positives and go and take on this match and sort of raise their level and they can bring back a Kyle Walker, João Cancelo and the like, then maybe they could get in the flow because that's what they'll need to do is catch this Arsenal side. But as I say, I'm a
good one.
Yeah, it's everything. If City win today, Graham Potter's under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, even more than
you know what I mean. He's under a lot of pressure, especially if it's one of those games where City dominate. But then the other side is true, where if they win,
I just don't see how Chelsea can score against this.
They'll
even
score.
Without Ruben Diaz, even if Laporte is not, you still have Ake and Stones.
Yeah, City, they've got more players available, and I think for Chelsea, they can score. But it's a question: can they stop City from scoring after they have scored themselves? Yeah. But it'll be a very, very interesting game. But you know, I do support Man City, so I'm gonna lean that way.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.